Let's talk about what causes hair damage. If you're new to my channel and if you're not, welcome back. I'm Mike. I'm a hairdresser, a L'Oreal colour specialist, a makeup fan and a skincare lover. In today's film, I will be talking about causes of hair damage. So basically, what can damage your hair and why. So if you want to find out what causes damage to your hair and why it causes damage to your hair, then you better keep on watching. What is the story, everyone? In today's film, I will be giving you 5 causes of hair damage. So basically, what causes hair damage, why it causes hair damage, how it causes hair damage, and can you avoid it or how should you avoid it to not get your hair damaged anymore. Starting off with cause number 1, excessive colouring. When we're talking about hair colour and damage, right you guys, first things first, hair colour will damage your hair. Why? Because hair colour contains hydrogen peroxide and it also contains either ammonia or MEA. Ammonia or MEA will help the colour to penetrate into the hair cuticle, where hydrogen peroxide will help the colour molecule to grow inside of the hair and it will lighten your natural melanin in the hair. Hydrogen and disulfide bonds are broken during hair and colour services. Salt and hydrogen bonds cannot be repaired or reformed because of the ions left in the hair after cleansing and technical services. Now, hair colour is not as damaging as it was, let's say, 30 years ago. Hair colour is a lot more gentler nowadays. It's actually not that bad. When I'm talking about excessive colouring, we're talking about, right, you coloured your hair black and now you want to be blonde and you lighten it and lighten it and lighten it. If you just get your roots done or like a semi or just freshen up your colour, that's fine. Like that, there's still going to be damage done to your hair, but it's not excessive. Especially if you're blonde, there's definitely going to be more damage to your hair because the chemicals used to create blonde colour are a lot more aggressive. But like I said, the hair colour is not as aggressive as it was 20 years ago. Also nowadays, I would always recommend to use a bond strengthening system, whether it's a Smart Bond, K18, Olaplex, Fiberplex, etc. Because what? Because they help to repair the hydrogen and disulfide bonds after colouring services, and they will protect your hair from future damage or any damage while colouring your hair. So yeah, when it comes to excessive colouring, just be careful what you do and just don't go overboard. And if you are colouring your hair often, make sure to get a bond strengthening system in your hair. Heat damage. As we all know, heat is bad for our hair. So when we're talking about heat, we are talking about straightening, we're talking about blow drying. Heat will actually cause an external damage to the cuticle, which will give you dry, porous hair. Cuticle scales will be risen. So the best way to avoid that is make sure to use a heat protector. And you guys, heat protecting is so important. I will always explain it this way. If you turn up a hob and the hob heats up to 230 degrees, give or take, I don't know how much a hob heats up to, but let's say a hob heats up to 230 degrees. And if you're going to put your hand on it, that's going to scald you and you're going to have a burn mark, right? Hair, skin and nails are made out of the same component. So think of it this way, you're putting a 230 degree heat on your hair. What is that going to do your hair? So if you're blow drying your hair often, if you're straightening your hair often, just make sure to use a good heat protector. Sun damage to the hair. UVAs and UVBs will cause damage to the cuticle that can cause discoloration, brittleness and dryness. How many times have you went on holidays and your hair has lightened or the colour you got done in a hair salon faded? That's because the sun has the ability to discolor your hair. As we all know, sun is very bad for our skin and sun is also very bad for our hair. So make sure to cover your hair when you're out in the sun. Overstyling your hair. When we're talking about overstyling your hair, we are really talking about tight hairstyles. So if you wear your hair really tight and up a lot in ponytails, that is bad for your hair because you're putting a lot of pressure on your hair that can actually break the hair. Now, how many people that are watching me have very weak sides? So when I'm talking about weak sides, it's those sides that don't want to grow. And why do they not want to grow? Because when you do a ponytail, you pull all this back and that leaves the hair a lot weaker. Because like that, we can't really see the back, we can't really do the back, so we always do this to our hair. We always pull a lot at the front of our hair, and that makes our sides a lot weaker. Also, if we're using elastic bands, that will tear and break our hair. So make sure to try to avoid elastic bands because they're so bad for your hair. Also, traction alopecia is alopecia due to hair pull. So it can cause bald patches if you wear your hair in really tight, let's say braids or ponytails, and that is an actual type of alopecia. So wearing your hair tied up all the time is not good for your hair. And if you're adding, let's say, elastic band on top of it, and you're straightening it, and you're blow drying and you're not using heat, your hair will be in bits. Using the wrong products. If you've watched me, if you know me, you know that I constantly talk about hair care and that hair care is so important. pH of the shampoo is very important when it comes to hair care and damaging your hair. Why? Our hair lies on a pH of 4.5 to 5.5, which is acidic. 7 is neutral, anywhere above that is alkaline. Alkaline and basic shampoo, so anything from 7 up, can cause negative charge to the hair, which is going to create friction between hair fibers and can actually cause breakage to the hair fiber. Also, if you're putting too much negative energy into the hair, that can cause your hair to be very static. The ideal pH of a shampoo would be anywhere from 3.5 to, let's say, 4. I think that would be ideal. Now, no brands actually have to come out and say on a bottle what's the pH of the shampoo, but there is internet websites that can actually show you what pH each shampoo is if it was tested. Balanced shampoo will lie anywhere from 4.5 to 5.5 because like that, this is the pH of our hair. And baby shampoo is usually around 7, which is neutral. Traditional soap lies on a pH of a 9, which means it's very alkaline, so it's not good for our hair. So think of it this way. A soap is here, a shampoo is here. That's why we always say don't use stuff like a shower gel or a soap on your hair, because it's not made for hair and it's not pH balanced. It can actually cause friction and damage to the hair fiber. When it comes to causes that make your hair damage like that, we have coloring. So if you color your hair, make sure to look after your hair after your coloring service. Get Smart Bond, get Olaplex, get K18 while you're coloring your hair like that. If you just get your roots, it's fine, just get your roots. But if you're doing a lot of coloring, just make sure to protect it and then follow up with home care. If you're in the sun, protect your hair from the sun. We all wear SPF on our face because we know that the sun is aging and damaging to our skin, but it can also damage your hair color and the hair cuticle. Heat is so bad for your hair, so please guys, use a heat protector and use a pH balancing shampoo. Anyways guys, thank you for watching today's film. I hope you found this film really interesting, helpful and useful. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my other social media. And of course you guys, please do take care of your hair. Bye.